Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back. Clumsy Flying Wednesdays. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining. Did that work? Hopefully it did. Long time no see, guys. Especially to some familiar faces. Actually, everyone looks like a familiar face. If you have someone that's new, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Not yet sure what we'll be doing today, but let's go through the rounds first and greet everybody. Who do we have? We have Savogad, sleeping right now. Good night, if you're still here. Hey Jay, glad you made it, man. Super! 3 months in a row. Wow, that was super quick. Super fantastic indeed. Hi Clumsy in chat, hope you are doing well. Doing well indeed, thank you for joining. Looks like a good day to fly. Also Patrick just celebrated his 11 months. Ah yes, thank you for 11 months. Goodness, almost a year now. Time flies, huh? Raggy, Crap Echo. Thanks for joining, man. Rohan, fancy seeing you here. I think I saw you a while ago as well. How is everybody doing? Tom, how's the music? How's the sounds? My chipmunk still on your end. Sonoma, how are you? Are you still snowrunnering? We just finished SnowRunner with Jack's stream. Looks like a very well polished game now. It's great. It's almost bug-free experience when I joined. Very nice. Jack and Alex, how's the trucking? I stole some XP from Blah. Good. How did the stream go? How far did you guys manage to go? What's a 9 waves? Oh, that's parenthesis. Gotcha. Hey Hud, glad you made it today. How are you? Busy day? How are you enjoying your school holidays? Lurk, no problem, enjoy. No, only during the music. Ah, interesting. Fixed another conveyor belt section. Nice. Yeah, that map is quite nice. I'm not sure if it's the new graphics card, if it's the overall updates, if it's the new map, or if it's the mods or everything combined together, or maybe it's the company. Yeah. How cheesy. But yeah, I had fun. Thank you for streaming. Hey, Raffers. Oh, indeed. Nervous the service guy from YouTube. Oh, that's great, man. Glad we found each other on stream, finally live. Thank you for joining. Hey, Eric. Wait a minute. Where is Eric? I missed your message. Oh, there you go. Thanks for joining, man. Unsub. No cheesy lines allowed. So guys, as you see in the title today, I'm not really sure what direction we're going to. On one end, going VATSIM, going like professional, as realistic as possible, sounds like a good deal, going on-air missions. But on the other hand, I kind of am having that travel bug. And I remember the last time we went to Alaska and went for sightseeing. We had loads of fun. So that could be a good thing as well. Plus we have this website. I'm not sure if you guys tried this already. Worldtour.flights. This was recently showcased in the development roadmap, or in the developer update from Asobo, from Microsoft. So you could actually like choose if you are looking for a specific tour, and then it will give you some suggestions on where to go. So we can go with this route as well, and then we could go and ask Google what this place is all about, do some sightseeing. So it will be more interactive. So which one do you guys prefer? If you have any preference in particular. VATSeeing. If only that can be a thing. Yeah. For those who are not familiar with VATSIM, it's great because you get to interact with real people who are in the role of controllers. Unfortunately, oftentimes VATSIM is limited to either the US or in the main parts of Europe. In other parts, and normally the more scenic parts, you don't have a lot of VATSIM coverage. So it's mostly one or the other. Turn that off here. The tour. Alright. Let's go and choose a tour. Let's try this out and then let's see if we can switch later on. Alright, so what kind of tour are you guys into? Let me know there. Maybe we're not so particular about the region, but the environment. You want mountains, snow, desert. In the meantime, I will change the stream title so that people won't get misled with the VATSIM title. They might call me clickbait. Sightseeing. Let me change the title. Sightseeing via world tour.flights. Let's do it like that. Am I spelling this correctly? World tour.flights. There are many websites like this. This is only one of them. This is the first time I'm trying it as well, so we'll see how good it works. Did that work? Update information. Didn't quite refresh. Well, maybe in a bit. Let me know if the title worked, okay? Maybe you'll have to refresh. VATSIM is great for airliners, not so much for GA. Hey, Wild Dog. I kind of disagree there. I'm having loads of fun with GA as well. With VATSIM, but yeah, it is more structured and less flexibility in where you go. Snow might be nice. Snowy mountains. Let's have a look what we can find in snow. There's only one. Maybe there aren't plenty here. Let's see, if we just untick everything, can we just view everything? Oh, maybe this one, okay. So if we, for example, take mountains, we have plenty. We can have a Namib Desert, Indonesia, worst place to be a pilot. It got featured in a documentary, so maybe we can base it on screenshots. Yeah, with snow, there's only one for now. 4 fields, 1 name, Chignik. 3 short hops between paved and grass strips along the Alaskan coast. Oh, this might be too familiar though, because we've been to Alaska already. Chignik Lake. Quite cool though, isn't it? Have all these options. Fly over my area in Singapore. We can go around. That can be a thing, but it's not too scenic. It's just a normal city looking thing. It is a beautiful city, but still a city. Italy tour for pizza? Oh, Italy sounds nice. Let's see, let's go for city. All capitals of the world. Yeah, there actually is a recent payware that got released for Flight Sim 2020 by the same guys behind the Naiya Airport, the Manila Airport, the Singapore City over back in X-Plane. So they are also making products now for Flight Sim 2020, and they released the Singapore one, but I haven't bought it yet. So maybe when I buy that, we can look around. Visit Asobo Studio in Bordeaux. Ooh, that's interesting. Southwest Spain to Gibraltar. Explore 3 amazing cities in Spain before heading to Gibraltar. 3 PG areas and 1-star airport. That sounds good. 2 hours. How do you get that? Flight summary. So this route is part of leg 49 of their world tour. Oh, look at that view. That might be quite nice. Let's see, how do we do this? Download. This is Spain. This is a flight plan. Okay. So I can save it to my drive here. And then... How do you access it? One sec, I'm just finding that directory. Okay, I found it. I save it here. There it is. Southwest Spain to Gibraltar. Time to test that 3080, yes. Okay, let's see how this works. So I downloaded the PLN file. So we should be able to go to the world map, change our aircraft. We want to be slow. We want those steam gauges. We don't want the G1000 thing. And the only thing that has a steam gauge right now is the Cessna 172. Has anyone tried the Mooney? I'm quite interested in that payware plane. Has steam gauges and is powerful, but might be good for sightseeing. Weight and balance, that is all okay. Tail number, I'll just keep it as it is, 6389er Delta. Supposedly for the TBM, but no one's really checking. So let's load it up. Southwest Spain to Gibraltar, that's the one. There we go, that loaded in pretty nicely. So we can put in a nice, let's see. Wow, the sunrise is very late now. Let's try 8 AM to see how it looks. Also, weather looks like it's pretty good. I turned off everything. Turn off multiplayer and air traffic because they are causing some problems with the CPU. So we can get the most, the smoothest frame rates with as little stutter as possible. Let's turn them off for now until they get optimized. Right, so we start off in here in San Pablo, Seville. There we go. Winds are 109 at 2. Let me try to load that app in little nav map as well so we have some more visual guidance here on my other screen. One sec, huh? There we go. I was able to load it in little nav map as well. That's perfect. So I get a better visual on where the heck we're going. The winds at San Pablo are no winds. Cav okay. Yeah. Pretty consistent, more or less. Cool. So we can actually take runway 9 and we can do this ramp so it's closest. There you go. Looks good. Load it up. Knew a guy who owned the Mooney. Very fast plane. I think the one that is in the sim is the Mooney. Oh, what is the name? 20R, 20R? Ovation? Does that sound familiar? I love how the steam gauges look. It looks very vintage. But I think there are some problems with it at the moment. Some conflicts with the flight. So let me open the... So the safe altitude for this flight plan is 5,500 feet. But we'll just wing it. We'll try to go as low as we can so that we can explore as much as possible. San Pablo. So if I show you the map, that's the map. That's the flight plan. See those lines? And we'll be starting off in San Pablo. Lima Echo Zulu Lima. And then we'll be heading southwest. We'll be departing to the southwest. Probably turning right after we take off from runway 9. Turn right to the southwest and then Seville. The city of Seville is the first stop. We'll go around here, explore some nice landmarks, and then we'll head northeast towards, what is this? Sierra de Hornacuelos. Not good luck with me reading that. So one step at a time. Let's start at the airport first. That's the airport diagram. Little nav map, such a powerful tool. Okay, so far so good, I think, with the frame rate. Yeah. Interesting. There you go. Now, is the weather working? That's a good question. So if I press B here, it is. Okay, so we have live weather. It's just really no clouds right now. Hey, Mickey. Doing good, man. Thank you for joining. Just in time to start the sightseeing. Yeah, exactly. No, right? Super relaxing. Now, if I can remember, yeah, in terms of sightseeing, there is nothing else that comes close with this sim. In terms of actual simming, that's a different story, but in terms of sightseeing, this is the best, really. So we turn on the batteries, beacons. We'll need some lights, probably. And that looks good. Just a little bit of lighting on the dials. All right, frame rate looks good. Thank you. Am I getting stuttering? No, I'm good. Let me know if it's okay on your end as well. Let me try and remember how to do this. Throttle full forward, I think. Fuel pump until it peaks. Move back. 1/2 inch. Mixture on the back there. Landing gear is on. Start the engine. Clear prop. This guy won't move. Let him be. There we go. The volume for the engine is a bit weak though, because the volume is normally meant for the TBM, which is very loud in this sim. Let's move it to 60%. Let's see if we like that. Is that loud enough? Do you want it louder? You can let me know. As a platform, it's unmatched. Yeah. We need to develop the different... What is that? I got a bug there. Oh no, because I need the avionics to turn on. There you go. 25 degrees. Pretty hot right now. Go to GPS mode so we have a bit of guidance. Let's go and... just go... I think that's the VFR code in Europe, right? 7,000. Okay, looking good. Alright, Rohan. Have a good one. Good luck. Enjoy. Once PMDG brings their airliners, yeah, that's going to be a whole different story from then on. Controls are working good. I think they mentioned they won't be making it yet though, because of the SDK is still a bit raw. But hopefully soon. So here we follow this taxiway, turn right there onto the taxiway, off the ramp. That way to runway 09 is over there where my mouse is. Pretty straightforward. Turn on the lights. Release the parking brake and let's go. Yes, flight times are like real life. This is 1:1. Hey, wise man. Sorry I missed you. Money, why not? Muni 2.0. Much earlier version than the R. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think that was the earlier one. I think they introduced some, fuel optimizations with the 2.0R or something, from what I've seen. Be interesting, I might get it. I think it's 20 plus USD. I'll think about it. Would give us a better sightseeing opportunity So we have a more powerful plane without the glass panels. It's like ATS, but you don't have to worry about tipping your truck over. Well, you can tip your plane over a bit and stall, but yeah, it's not as immediate. You can still recover. Most new pilot friendly. Yeah, that's true. I think we can go through here. Sorry, I'm taxiing all over the place. We are currently in Spain, I believe, into Seville. Just went for a random tour. Just went for a random place in worldtour.flights, is it? The website? It's in title. And looks to be good so far. So you can download like flight plans from that site. I loaded it into the sim and we're just exploring. It does sound a bit weak, doesn't it? The audio, I think 80% would be the ideal for this kind, so we kind of feel that we're really in a piston engine plane. There you go. That should get even louder as we take off. PS5. Anyone planning to get a PS5? I have no interest in it whatsoever. I know a lot of people are going crazy about it, but I didn't even research what it gives you. I mean, what games you get from it. Like, zero interest at all. But I would be more interested in if anyone here is planning to buy it and what are you planning to play. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm just not into the console world right now. Calm winds, no problem keeping center line. We have much better sensitivity as well since the patch, so I can have better control of my rudder pedals. Rotation speed, let's just keep that very steady, very chill takeoff. Pause the brake, tap the brakes, gear up if there was something that you could move up, but no. Alright. Looking good. Just updated the router. Well, thank goodness it did after your stream, not during. It's a very long runway, huh? There's Seville right there, I think. Anyone familiar with the city? Maybe we need the help of Google. Hey Google. Of course it won't tell me anything. It doesn't even recognize my voice. Lurking in the shadows. Good luck, wise man. Lurk away. Oh, there's the sun starting to peek out. And I see an airport in the distance there. Those lights really help a lot. Maybe we can go at 1,500 or 2,000 feet. I think that will be perfect for sightseeing. Yeah, study level is too much for the normal person. Even I will shy away from some of the study level things. Sometimes you just want things quick and easy. Now it does look like the flight plan got ruined. So in terms of this one, if you look at the flight plan, yeah, it's a direct now. That's weird. Shouldn't be like that. I think it's not able to load in custom waypoints, so we'll have to rely fully on little nav map here. So I'll have to just disable that navigation totally. So let's climb to 2,000 feet and then start enjoying the scenery. That's the airport we took off from. In a bit, the sun should come up, give us a nice view. Degrees up here. Approaching 2,000 feet. Let's pitch down here. Dial down on the throttle. around 2300 RPM and keep it there. Trim. Just continuing the trim here. 1 second. There you go. FPS has been pretty smooth so far. We'll see as we get into the city. Seville should be straight ahead. It does seem like we're a bit high in terms of altitude. Making the most of its capabilities. Yeah. Haptic feedback controller seems very cool. Oh, I didn't even know what the features were. Are there any games that are releasing already with it? What is the most like looked forward to game with for the PS5? 3 years after launch before you got a PS4. No rush for a PS5 either. Seville, Spain. Hey ma. Yes, indeed. Very familiar with this place. I've never been. And there we go. We start seeing all those buildings. I think 2000 is a bit high. Let's go down to 1500 so we can appreciate the buildings more. Maybe even 1000 feet. I wish Google would work. Let's descend to 1000 feet here. Man, look at the structure of the buildings in here. There it is. It's starting. Absolutely beautiful. Really feels like you're flying. Some bots trying to invade the channel. Work in the Alexa department, Amazon. She's much more responsive. Oh, does she? Is there a way you can activate Alexa in an Android phone? Or do you have to have like the Amazon, what do you call it? Home? Probably not the one. Now I should have POIs in here. 1 second. Let's see, assistance. I think I have that. Nav aids, POI should be on. So if there's anything, it should appear there. Let's turn on the city markers as well. There's Seville. Okay, that's clear. $155. Not quite. Yeah, the GPU is working hard with all these buildings. Let's see how the perf looks like. Yeah, 42. 45. Not bad. Not 60 anymore though. But not too shabby, eh? Silky smooth, considering. Hey, Dr. Cold. How have you been, man? There we go, 1000 feet. Xbox Series X on this sim. Oh yeah. I'm pretty interested because that means they'll have to optimize it a lot for it to be compatible with the console. They can't just max out everything. Although I think the new consoles are pretty powerful in themselves, right? But yeah. Anything that benefits the console version should benefit the PC version as well. So that's what I'm more interested in. The benefits it will bring together with the PC. The Alexa app. Ah, okay, so there is an Alexa app you can use. Cool. Is that a river? Or a canal? Real Alcazar? Spanish monarchy. Real Alcazar Palace and Gardens. Ooh. When they visit Seville. Is it in the city? Maybe you should look for it. Help me look for it, guys. You be my navigators. We are currently in Spain. Cold. Somewhere in Seville. Jay's 2 cents vid on getting more FPS in this. Yes, I think so. Tweaking the textures and whatnot. I don't agree fully with the settings that he chose. When I tried it, it kind of degraded the image quality a bit. But I am following a graphics guy. There is a hardcore guy in the sim forums, in the flight sim forums, who is taking care of like testing each setting and their effect, if it's CPU or GPU. If you go to the mods list, !mods, FS 2020 tab, under miscellaneous section, I think, there should be the link there to that guide. And he has a guide on each and every parameter. What his recommended setting is, what kind of performance impact each level is, like medium, low, high, ultra. And from there, you can decide what works for you. By the bed in the river. The sim runs well. So maybe go 2300 years ago, a bit faster. I'll try to stay within 1,000 feet. Hey, Mechanical Madness. Thanks for joining. Don't want to pay G-Sync tax. I had a few problems with G-Sync initially, but now it's working great again. I do have 3 of these monitors, the VG27AQ from ASUS. These are still the demo versions, so these are not technically my own yet. But I decided to buy for myself. So I think they'll send that in soon. They're in no hurry to do so, and I'm not complaining. But yes, I will buy 3 of these myself. I think they're trying to get me a discount. I think they're trying to get me like a buy 2 get 1 free. I hope that pushes through. And that is beautiful. It's a pretty dense city, huh? And it's interesting that like singular building there that's that high. It looks a bit off with everything's pretty low. But I'm not sure, maybe that's how it is in real life. Oh, look at that view. That reflection. My goodness. Down by the bend in the river. Okay, let's look for it. Let me see. I do have little nav map here. What's the name? Real Alcazar. And I'm way off in my altitude, way beyond, because I'm not looking. Lago Azul. Is it to the south or to the north of the river? We're by the airport again. Plaza de España. Aquario de Seville. East of the Bendy River. I'll try to look for it. So that's a palace that we're looking for. I see Hilton Garden Inn. Palacio de las Dueñas. Probably different, huh? Do you get any stuttering? Not really. Well, the stuttering is coming from different parts of the sim, mainly like the glass panels. But G-Sync itself isn't a problem. I had that stuttering problem with G-Sync yesterday. It was weird. First time I had it. But I basically just, what did I do? Restart the PC or turn it on and off G-Sync and it's okay again. Hey Gamaste, how are you? Doing any flying recently? Buy 2, give Jack 3 sounds good. That wasn't the deal. Non-compatible Omen FreeSync stutters like mad. Not verified as compatible. Ah, I see. Yeah, these ones are G-Sync compatible officially. So I'm not sure if I can see that Real Alcazar there. Might be looking at the different river. Plaza de España. Climbing too high. That's okay. We'll adjust our altitude later. Just float along. Enjoy the scenery. So I'll show you the map. You can point it to me. So this is Seville, the center at least, the marker. Where should we go to get to that palace? North, east, west, south. That's our breadcrumbs right now, circling around the city. Pretty cool. A train station is to the northeast here. Down towards the hospital here. Plaza de America. There's the hospital. Let me know if you see it. Museo de Arte. Oh, there's a bridge. Puente de los Remedios. Puente de las Delicias. Isn't that a place in Chihuahua? Delicias? Delicias? Okay, the hospital is here. Where from here do we go? I think we're getting closer. Delicious. Close enough. Lots of hospitals here. Marriott. Maybe we can explore that. Okay, we can trace the river. Southbound. Where are we right now? Okay. Puente del Telmo Bridge. Puente del Telmo Bridge. This one. Puente de San Telmo. Palacio de San Telmo. Puente de San Telmo here. Okay. Universidad de Sevilla. Plaza del Cuba. That one maybe. Plaza de España. Oh, that's not really that one. It looks cool though, so let's go there. Okay. So let's trace the river and we'll see how far we can get. So the river should be on our right here. Let's find it visually. Straight from the end of the bridge. Straight to the west or straight to the east? There's the river. Let's descend to 2,000 feet. Oh, that looks beautiful, seeing the river from up here. And what do we have there? A stadium, maybe? Looks like it. What is that we're seeing? By the river. That looks pretty cool. Oh, that's this one. Estado La Cartuja de Sevilla. I guess stadium, basically. East. Okay. Gotcha. Went to this in Delmo, then east. Okay, straight there. Ah, I see it. Thank you. Yes, I got it now. Locked. Alright. So it is southeast from the center of Seville. Gotcha. Thank you for the tip. Now I know where to go. Alright, let's climb or descend to 2,000 again. Or 1,500. Gone for 23 days. They set a trap. So he escaped. Beautiful buildings in here. Love it. Closest thing we can get to traveling on our own. Yeah, I started getting the travel bug again. We recently just finished our staycation, so we were on quote-unquote holiday from last Friday until Monday. So we weren't working. We were working on other things though, errands, adulting stuff. But we had some free time as well, so it was good, downtime. But still quite different with traveling. So I started getting the traveling bug. Really wanted to go somewhere again, but still can't. It's a bit of a shame. Hopefully soon, but in the meantime, that's why I wanted to make the most of Flight Sim. At least we can travel virtually. Oh, look at this highway, guys. Looks properly Spanish, doesn't it? Look at the complexity of that junction. I love it. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, 1,000 feet. There you go. Actually, we're getting a bit lower. $1,500, I think, is the magic number. Hey Fang, how are you? Enjoying trucking? Are you exploring Colorado? Man, look at how detailed those buildings look. And everything is just automatically generated. There is no custom thing here. This is what I love about this sim. You just load up and let it load up. Just do its own work. Perfect for lazy guys like me. I think I'm on the wrong... I'm actually on the wrong river. Wrong canal. Should be the other one here. There we go. 1,500, I think, is the good mix. Visual. We should be on top of an airport actually. Do I see that? Yeah, this one. Well, airport might be a bit of an overstatement. A long strip of runway. Oh, that is beautiful. Alright, now we can trim. 1,500 should be good. So with the mod that I have, you can actually supposedly press backspace to hide the city name, and then that bar, that vertical bar, disappears after a while. It's one of the bugs or the limitations of the mod, but that should disappear later. But you can always bring it back again. Normally it would stay there until you go to the settings, assistance. Here I can actually see it better and turn it on and off, so it's easy to spot points of interest. Alright, Plaza de España should be on our right. That's the one, Plaza de España. You can open amphitheater in there. And then the Real Alcázar de Sevilla, I think, is somewhere here. I think it's this one. Isn't it? Might be. Somewhere here in this area. If you can spot it, let me know. Not actually sure what I'm looking for, but it should be right on top of... Oh, it's this one. That one. Yeah, exactly. Let's get closer. That's Big Ben. Enjoying trucking. Yeah, same here, man. My time is now getting shared between trucking and flying again. Great job by SCS with Colorado. And looking forward to the updates that are coming in. So let's get closer. Just a tad closer. Little bit of left rudder. So we are coordinated. There we go. That's the palace. Probably not legal to go this close. That's the one there on our left. Too bad it's not a point of interest. Like there is no marker for it, but it does look pretty custom, huh? Is that the one? Now I'm not so sure anymore because it's not perfectly aligned with the map. Maybe. I'm happy enough with that. Good. Right. I think we're happy with Seville. Let's go towards the next waypoint, which is to the northeast. I think we'll have to climb a bit though. Stay at 2,500. I think we'll be going to like what is this? Parque Sierra de Hornacuelos. I have no idea what that is. If it's a mountain or like a forest, but we head northeast at 2,500 feet. Let's see. It's all built up around it, hard to spot. Close enough. Okay, good. Big Ben Parliament. So how about you guys? You guys have anything planned in the near future? Travel? What do you have planned for Christmas? Me and Mrs. Clumsy are thinking what to do in Christmas. What is that? It's a bridge, supposedly. Looks quite weird. Maybe it didn't load up fully. Okay, let's continue climbing. 2,500. And maybe let's go for a heading of 045. Something like that. Too much risk with the pandemic still, staying at home. That's very true. That would be the responsible thing to do. But I guess it depends where you are. So depending on your area, might be safer. Let you go home for Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving is coming soon. When is it? Next week? You're sick. How are you? Why, what happened? Did you get the virus? Recover soon, man. Next Thursday, indeed. Then Black Friday, then Cyber Monday, and all that stuff. Happy Thanksgiving. Advance happy Thanksgiving. What do you guys have planned? This is also what's perfect about sightseeing. I'm not as busy as long as I can get the plane under control, so I can get back to chat and hang out more like in trucking. Emergency alert on your phone. Yikes. Ah, I see. Stay safe, man. Where are you from, huh? If you don't mind. Okay, 2300, keep it there. Should be good. Fuel levels are good. Left and right tanks over there. Less than half, but pretty much plenty. We'll find a stop nearby when we are low. New pick and food channel. I'm dreading what that would be. I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's safe to say that in the stream. You might get filtered by Nightbot. Lots of planes here. So after we do this tour, I think we might not finish this entire tour because I wanted to take you guys somewhere very far away from here, but somewhere very beautiful. So we'll do this next waypoint, and then I think we'll switch because I think that will be a lot more scenic. He was in the hospital for 4 days. How is he doing now? And how are you doing? Santa Claus on a steam train, socially distanced. Ah, that sounds great. Her daughter will love that. How is she doing? It must be especially hard for kids, not being able to go out, being able to enjoy with their friends. Well, virtually I guess, but still not the same, right? You got sick before he went in. Did you get yourself tested? How are you doing? Is it the moon? Not that far, but might be on a different continent. So not the Americas, not in Europe, not in Africa, not in Asia, not in Antarctica. Does that filter out everything else? Maybe close enough. Pretty close to Australia. So me and Mrs. Clumsy, we've been watching a reality show. Let's call it that because it is. And they went to the season we're watching. They went to New Zealand, exactly. They went to New Zealand, and I heard very good things about it, but I never saw for myself before. Like I never saw actual pictures. But my goodness, that place is just everywhere you look is stunning. And they say there are more cows than people. that second part might not be real true, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I do want to travel there in real life, but until that time when it becomes safe again, the best we can do is travel there virtually. So we'll go there. Actually, this will take a while and I'm getting impatient, so let's do that now because I'm all hyped now. Let's land somewhere. Let's land on the plains. Why not? Let's simulate let's do a Deadstick thing. How do you simulate that? Can you do like a let's see, how do we do it? Like cut off the mixture, does that work? I want the propeller to actually stop spinning. Like so. Is it stopping? Not really. Let me just glide. Now there are lots of planes all across, so it should be safe. That should be stopping, isn't it? Turn off the fuel pump. Cut the fuel there. Okay, did the fuel cut off? Does that mean I should turn off avionics as well? Should I have done that beforehand? Where can we land? Here on the right looks better. Less trees, more planes. That's good. She's still at school. She gets bored of being at home for the rest of the day and at weekends. I can imagine. Cut the power. The black knob. Which one? The magnetos turn off? New Zealand does not have any cases. If only it was that simple. Yeah. There are more complexities, unfortunately. with the passes, with the restrictions. They don't have a bubble yet. Cut the power next to the red in the middle. Here? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I'm missing it. This one? No, I think that's not the one. The black, yes. You mean the throttle, this one? Or this one? Fuel selector, I can cut this off, I think. The big black knob, push it in. This one? The throttle? That's the throttle. I think it's too late now. Right, we'll just coast along here. Looks like a pretty long runway. Pretty smooth. Sorry, whoever owns this. Your crops are ripperoonie. Oh, look at the shadow there. Looks beautiful. Oh, that's a bit too fast approach. Floating all the way. Keep it steady. We have plenty of quote-unquote runway. There you go. Which one were you referring to? Cuts the power to the engine. This one? Or throttle? Push to open. No, that's the throttle. That's full power. So that wouldn't cut the engine. The power to the engine. Now it stopped. There you go. I guess it was just the wind moving it a while ago. Well, the red knob is already cut off. Full cut off. Full rich is that one. Full lean is that one. So I already cut it off. And then I also cut off the fuel in there. Hey, Layson Dyer. Thanks for joining. So we made it safe and sound. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Spain. Let's explore New Zealand. So where I wanted to go was in the southern island. I think New Zealand has two main islands, and if anyone knows more about New Zealand, feel free to chime in because I don't know anything about it. Well, I know a little now thanks to that reality show. So this is, am I right? Okay, this is Australia. New Zealand should be somewhere here, is it? Okay, it is. So this is New Zealand. They have two main islands. This one is their capital, is it? Where is Auckland? Of course, I don't know where. Ooh, Cape Brett Lighthouse. That looks pretty interesting. Auckland, that's the one. So that's the capital, I think. Don't quote me on that. That's the North Island, and then they have the Southern Island. If you have a proper name for me, let me know. Queenstown. Oh, that's custom made. That has a star there. Or at least it's a viewpoint, Christchurch. Where I want to go in particular, at least where we start with, is somewhere here. Here in Lake Pukaki. I think that's a very famous lake. That's at least where they went in the reality show. That's the best description I can give. Well, you probably know me by now. GG, right? So let's go for daytime. Let's see. very early sunrise. What season is it right now in New Zealand? Is it spring? Winter? Probably not winter. Okay, 7 a.m. Start there. Sheep season. Yeah, apparently they actually have wild sheep. Just sheep by the side of the road crossing randomly. It's quite nice. Summer. It's summer now? Wow. We'll know when we get to the temperatures. When we check the temps. Real sheep or those fake ones? Is there such a thing? So November Zulu uniform Kilo. Lake Pukaki. Actually getting worse FPS right now. I was getting a flat 60 yesterday here in the same area. Interesting. Must be the streaming. Yeah, so it's probably impeding a bit of the FPS. Should be fine. Should still be fairly smooth. Okay, start it up again. Beacons on. Fuel shut off. Parking brake. Mixture full. On the fuel pump. Okay, that looks good. Clear prop these guys. They won't care anyway. Ah, crap, we have a bug. We still have that problem. That live weather is not becoming a thing. Let's see if it loads up if I do this. Because we're at 29 or 9 or 2 right now, I think. Yeah. Can't believe that's still a bug until now. Because flying through clouds here would be very epic. So I think we have to change it up. That's a bit of a shame. We can do the workaround, which is enter the sim with clear skies and then toggle it to live weather. Let's see if that works. Summer in the southern hemisphere now. Are they also changing seasons soon? Like in the northern hemisphere, you're going to change to winter soon, right? By December, maybe. So here, if we set, instead of live with weather, put in clear skies here, and then load it up. That should then load with clear skies, and hopefully when we switch it to live weather, then it gets fixed. We'll see. You used to live here. Oh, nice. Where, in which area were you in? Here near Christchurch? December 21st. I see. Yeah, I have no clue how seasons work in the southern hemisphere. So here, clear skies, when we go live weather, there we go. The time changes, but the actual stuff doesn't really. I think we might have to reload the sim, guys. Yeah. Or, yeah, I don't have Unreal Weather. They could put in a few clouds as for sightseeing. You guys okay with that? It would be nice to have live weather though, so we get the proper temperature, so bear with me a bit. What season am I in? Hot season. All throughout. Exactly. Yeah, seasons are not a thing here. This is why when I travel, I try to go to the colder places. Colder than here if possible. Let's get some music in the meantime. Hot, hot, hotter. Exactly. Fly over Rome. Yeah, for sure we could do some more sightseeing, fancy buildings. First, we explore some natural sites in New Zealand. Lake Pukaki, Mount Cook, I think are very nice ones. I'm not sure if our plane is high enough though for Mount Cook. I think Mount Cook goes up to 12,000 feet. 12,000 plus feet in elevation. So might be a bit difficult. But we can try. If we can see it at least. Greece, not yet. I think it was available in... What was that map, guys? TSM? Or I forgot. The competitor for pro mods back in the day. I think it stopped since, but... Yeah, it had Greece in there. Pro mods has Greece also. Some parts of it. And getting more by the update, but not in the official one. Not in the official SCS content. Let's restart this flight plan. Let me put in NZ UK Pukaki. So if I show you the map, so if you zoom out, this is Google Maps overlay. There's New Zealand, those two main islands. Next to Australia, and where we are going is here in the middle of the southern island is Lake Pukaki, and up north is Mount Cook with like a huge mountain range there. Looks very scenic based on that show, that reality show, and I would love to show you that one as well. Right, let's see. Hopefully it works this time. Ramp 8 is where we wanted to start. Let's go for live weather. There we go. We can see some clouds here at least. 2 p.m. I guess 2 p.m. will work. It's 2 p.m. right now in Lake Pukaki. Hey Kurt. It depends what you prefer. What your goal is. It's not the most optimized right now, but it can be quite an experience. It's a constant work in progress. Each update gets us further. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way. TSM, there you go, that's the one. Alright, we do have real weather now. There you go. Some of those nice scenic clouds. Okay. Beacon. Fuel shut off. Parking brake. Let's see if the FPS changed any bit. I think the FPS is a bit better. Not too shabby. Yeah, I can take that. Good. Alright. Take off trim. Do that again. Good. Avionics can go on. Just set that up. That's the local altimeter. So we are at around 1,500 feet elevation. Not terribly high. Which is good. Runway should be on our left. That's the one. And let's just ignore these guys. Layer shield, that should help. There you go. We have the same CPU. Your GPU should be powerful enough to get you high-end settings at the very least. Yeah, just don't expect 60 everywhere, but you should have a fairly smooth experience. If you're used to flight simulators, then this will be a smooth experience. Runway 33. There's actually a guy there. Is he parked? Does seem like he is. About to take off. Oh, I think that's the parking. Oh, that's the runway. Okay, I almost missed the runway. This is apparently a ramp. I almost took off from the taxiway, guys. Let's just go straight through here. I love the creaking sounds this plane makes when you off-road a bit. Flaps, don't need flaps. Plenty of runway, 3,500 feet. Not terribly high up, so we should be good. You can see the mountains already from this view. Alright. Take off power is set. Right rudder to maintain center line. To counteract that left tendency to yaw to the left. Airspeed's alive. Winds are calm. Rotate. Very subtly. I love the update to the sensitivity. Very nice. I forgot to turn on my lights though and everything else. If this was on air, I would have been penalized. Thankfully, it's not. Yeah, should be good. Right, let's explore. So up ahead is going to be the Lake Pukaki. I don't know much about it. Just know that it looks awesome from the video. And there should be a highway hugging it on the left side, which is where we're going. So once we climb enough, maybe around 2,500 feet, I'll level off and we can start sightseeing. Yeah, taxiway that was unmarked. Yeah, that should be good. 2,500. I am on an RTX 3080. But even with that, sometimes I get bottlenecks with the CPU. So the GPU is not able to maximize itself so much yet. 2,300. Okay, let's pitch down. That's how it looks, guys. The lake itself. And I think in real life that's really how it looks like. The colors look pretty accurate with what I've seen. So this is like the warm-up. And imagine driving through here. There's the highway. The highway just hugs the lake northbound all the way to the mountain range. There's actually an airport up ahead. We can do like a touch and go just to get a bit of a feel for it. Hey Thor, how are you, man? Yeah, on single monitor right now, so you guys can see everything I'm doing. Look where I look, see what I see. No discrepancy. Oh my goodness, that rhymed again. Oh, love how those trees look. Look how high quality those are. Each and every one seemingly have their own shadows and everything. Beautiful. Let's maintain 2,500 here. It is going to start climbing up on us though. The land will start climbing up on its own very organically. Yes, I'm using a yoke. CH Eclipse yoke. Very good starter yoke. I recommend for people who are getting into flight sim. It has the yoke, it has built-in throttles, it has built-in fake rudder pedals, pseudo rudder pedals, so you don't need anything else to start with. Yeah, definitely agree, Kurt. You can also check, Kurt, I think I should have an Amazon panel in here somewhere. If you fiddle around with the stream, that should show all the gear I'm using. The only thing that's not there at the moment is the 3080. There's the highway. Imagine how that looks from afar. Let's try to go down there as close as possible, so get a view of how the driving experience looks like. Can we land there maybe? We can try, but it's curving, so it's not very easy to land in. We can at least go low. And this is what I like about having like a small plane like this. Steam gauges, no fancy technologies, just enjoying the actual flight, focusing your view outside. No instruments, well, minimal instruments. Just enjoying the flight itself. There it is. That's the view from below. All throughout. Super scenic. Can we land? No flaps, no nothing, just straight ahead. See if I get hit by a tree or something. This one looks pretty straight so far. Race this guy, race this pickup. Don't look, truck. My kind of flying. HEZ. But yeah, I love the freedom that flying a small plane like this gives. Just go anywhere you like. Love to see my setup. I do have a stream where we did this triple monitor in the video, so you can see more of that there. But yeah, I asked the people what they wanted to see more, and ultimately people like seeing the single monitor more, so I reverted to this setup. As a result, we get higher FPS, we get track IR back, and the viewers see exactly what I'm seeing. Because with triple monitors, I can't share exactly the immersion that it gives me. Unfortunately, even with an exterior cam or something, it's not the same. It's not the same experience that I can give to the viewers. So as much as I enjoy it, the viewers don't like it as much as this one. At least that's for my viewers. I know some channels really like those triple monitors and their viewers like them too, so I guess it just depends on your community. For you in particular, I think it might work very well, right? Especially with your rig, hardcore stuff. Yolk and bacon. More crazy than me. Thankfully, there is no collision, at least not with cars. Should try it sometime. Yeah, I guess the only difficult thing would be pronouncing the names, huh? I can imagine. India has a lot of scenic sites. And of course, you will be proud of your country. Makes sense. But let's not undermine the beauty that's in front of us. This looks good. No complaints here. I like this setup better too. Man, very peaceful. Like, actually, I just thought of it. This might have been a nice flight for the Icon A5. It's been a while since we've been on the Icon, right? The seaplane, the only seaplane in Flight Sim. Would be nice landing here across this super clean looking lake. My goodness. Beautiful. Along the French borders. Good to know. There should be the airport coming up soon after we cross this hill here. The airport is hiding behind it. It's still a bit of a touch and go just to get a feel for the place. Man, this feels like a vacation already. This is exactly what I needed. Would have been much better in real life though. That we work with what we have. French colony still, Bring all troops home. Interesting. Congrats on your new president, by the way. Not sure if you guys are happy or sad about that, but let's not go there in that topic. Just happy that the elections are finished. That was actually pretty fast. How long did it take for the elections to finish counting? I think a couple of days, right? I was expecting it to take weeks, especially with the current times, but that was fast. Maybe I just have different standards. I'm used to different standards. I think that's the airport up ahead. That one. So we'll do a bit of a touch and go. It should be the same heading where we are, so we'll just do a straight in landing. Still not done? Oh, yeah, still is it? Oh, I thought it was done already. So you have a winner because I guess he won most of the things already, and even if you count all the pending things, all the pending votes towards the other party, then he would still win. I guess that's the rationale behind it. Okay. Slow down a bit here. First notch of flaps. Do this properly. Landing lights. Fuel pump on. How cold is it here? 15 degrees. Actually not cold at all. I guess this is their summer. Hey Octavians, how are you, man? Doing good, doing good. Just exploring, doing a bit of sightseeing, doing a bit of virtual traveling as I badly need one. Let's get one more notch of flaps in. Taking a bit high. Can remedy that. Good. Let's get our last notch of flaps in, so we slow down as fast as possible. Right, slow it down. Keep it steady. Pretty good weather. Just chilling here. Wow, that sounded way worse than how it was. That sounded like something broke. That looks good. Flaps up. And off we go. That sounded horrible indeed. don't think we landed that bad. Can you make a request? You can use your channel points to tell us where you want to go next. You can tell it to me. I'm not sure if I can't commit to it yet, but you for sure can request. Yep, touch and go indeed. Yes, cheesy. This is the way to fly in this sim. This is the best way to fly in this sim. You can do like an IFR, instrument flights, through bad weather, working with VATSIM. Those are all great. But it really shines in the visual department, so doing visual flights is the best way to go. This is something that no other sim can match in terms of the visual fidelity. My goodness. I do want to see the mountains beyond there. Yesterday I flew through here and the clouds were just looming over here in this area. I do want to go see how high we can go, see how far we can get to the peak, if you can see it at least. We'll try to push what this plane can do. Start pulling on the mixture here. We'll start needing to balance, leaning the mixture so we get a proper fuel to air ratio. As the air thins out as we climb, we thin out the fuel as well. At least that's the general idea. And then we maintain like a 70 knot climb here. Right there. That should be an ideal way of climbing with this plane. .53 is not bad at all. Just trying to see if I have that G-Sync issue still. Doesn't look like it's stuttering. Good. And since we've taken off already, should be okay to turn off the landing lights. Fuel pump. Good. Have you tried VR yet? Hey, Stone Suit? No, not yet. VR is currently in what? Closed beta? For this sim, I think? I don't have a VR headset either. I'm not a huge fan of VR at the moment. I'm not yet into that. Maybe I'm a bit conservative. But I still prefer having monitors, so I get like all the utilities in addition. But I know there are some hardcore VR fans and I can totally understand why they like it. Oh, looks like a troll. Thanks Jay, glad you're around to filter that. There you go. Looks like some people have plenty of time. $10.3k, yeah, it will take a while. Yeah, I needed to up the request so we get the chance to everybody. You are part of a closed beta. Frames are not so great. Ah, I see. That's a good thing as well, having VR in there, or at least Microsoft and Asobo doing their best to support VR. Because if they need to improve the performance for VR, then that means most likely everyone else will be benefiting from that performance. I guess it's the same. It's the same argument as in when they're trying to optimize it for the Xbox. They're trying to optimize it for the VR, then that should be benefiting us as well. Yeah, just ban him, Jay. I don't think that deserves a second chance. He did try it multiple times just to go around the system. Oh, there's an airport right there. See below? Nice. Look at that view. And this is not doing anything else with the sim. No other downloads, no ortho photos. That is as pure as it gets. Let's take a photo of that. Wow. Now that's a sight. Yes, I got the 3080 thankfully. I've been enjoying every bit of it. I just tested it for the first time a while ago in SnowRunner. SnowRunner is a bit weird. It doesn't want very high FPS. Like it limits your CPU and GPU to like 60% utilization. But it hovers around 60 FPS, more or less. But the weird thing is, I tried the triple monitor setup. So 3 times 1440 resolution, so a 7680 by 1440 resolution, and I got even higher FPS than when I had it on single monitor in SnowRunner. I don't know the logic behind it, but it works like that for now. Weird. Oh, look at those clouds, beautiful. Yeah, I am happy we restarted the sim just to get the live weather because my goodness, the mountains look so much more realistic when there are some clouds hovering beside them. We play DCS and works out that way. Great to hear. Looking forward to it. Beautiful. Indeed. 4K VR headset. Is there such a thing already? I'm not familiar at all with VR progression. What I've been hearing all about VR is the HP Reverb 2? G2? Or I forgot the name, but people were recommending that to me when I posted the triple monitor. Some people were like, nah, go with the HP Reverb. So yeah. 5K TVs. Maybe. Wow, there's even a lake there. Tasman Lake. That one. So it's getting hard to climb now. Really having to struggle with the speed, and I'm getting all these updrafts from the mountains. So it will get a bit wobbly, guys. Hang tight, fasten seatbelts. Got more XP with 3 monitors. Yeah, exactly. Even the XP was triple. But yeah, that SnowRunner is a bit weird. Even if I turned off the frame limiter, kind of just sits there. Maybe that's like more of a console behavior. Getting cold here now, guys. 5 degrees Celsius outside. I wish it was the same here where I am at. Realistically. Friend has a 3080 Ryzen 3900 XT for this sim. Just ordered an HP Reverb G2. Oh, that's the one indeed. Ah, that is 4K. I see. Well, hopefully Microsoft continues optimizing for VR, and all the other users get the benefits. That would be perfect. HP or Dell a better brand of computer? I'm not sure. Like a pre-built one? I'm not very accustomed to it. I usually do a DIY, so I don't look at the pre-built PCs. There it is. So after we explore this area, guys, I wanted to take you to Denver. Because we've seen how beautiful Colorado is thanks to ATS. And I was doing a bit of offline flying just to compare how it looks in the sim. And they are fairly close. So I wanted to show that to you as well. So we'll go through here, enjoy a bit of the scenery. After we're done, we'll jump onto Denver and explore more there. After all, we have plenty of time. But still plenty of things to explore here. Lots more to enjoy. So we will be staying here for the next couple of minutes at the very least. Now Mount Cook should be right in front of us, I think, based on this one. The left, maybe it's this one. Doesn't look that high, but then again we're already at 9,000 feet. Perfect timing, Jay. Awesome stuff. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot that existed. 1k bits badge. Thanks for 1k bits in total, Jay. Amazing stuff. Say Dell as they own Alienware. It's gone down after Dell bought it. Oh, has it? That's sad. Are we still climbing? Yes, we are. Slowly but surely. I do want to climb to the top of the mountain there, but maybe it will actually be better if you don't climb that high. Let's get to 2300 here. Let's level off. Maybe it's better if we travel through the valleys of these mountains, like there. Right? That might be nice. Let's have a look. Especially the Denver viewpoint. Yeah, exactly. Like that idea. My pleasure, Gamer Mickey. Thanks for making it to the stream. Have a good night. Thanks, man. Catch you soon. God bless. Glenwood Canyon. Yes, exactly. I was trying to look for it. Apparently, I think there is an airport right there in Glenwood Canyon. I think I saw it in the map. So we'll try it later. Enjoying the scenery. Yeah, we need more of these old school planes with steam gauges. Right now, I think it's only this one, the 172, and the Mooney from Carenado. Everything else like has a G1000, G3000, which is nice and very functional, but a bit too modern for like scenic flights. There's something about these steam gauges that really just give to the overall effect when you're sightseeing. Just gives that vintage or more authentic look. I don't know, maybe it's just me being old. Alienware. Those always looked pretty cool, but they were too expensive for me. So I was happy enough looking at them, but I never really considered them for purchasing. It's like I would enter a showroom just to see what the fancy stuff are, but I never like even dreamed of it. Man, it is beautiful flying in between mountains like this. My goodness, just look at that view. Would be nice to do group flights here, guys. Let's jack around. We should plan something like this. Oh my goodness. Piper Cub. If you can convince Alex to get into a Piper Cub in Flight Sim, that would work wonderfully. Micro Center has some good PCs. I've heard about Micro Center from Jay's 2 cents. Seems like a good deal. You picking the parts, them assembling the PC for you, and you picking it up after a few hours. 747. Hey, downtown. I'm in a very different region right now. We are in New Zealand. How are you doing? I'm slacking off, not doing any on-air jobs. But I wanted to travel. And travel we are doing. Ah, look at that. Photo, another photo. Beautiful. Hey. Maybe don't smash into the face of a mountain. Me and mountains, volcanoes, were not really the best of friends. Just ask the volcano in Tenerife. Tried to smash into me back in my early days of flying, right? They're playing on Friday. Good question. I am not sure yet. We will see. Maybe ATS? It depends. Wink wink. That looks super majestic. I definitely agree. We don't play, we truck. PC Builder Heaven. Is it as good as it sounds? It sounds like the perfect geek companion for the PC enthusiast. I wish we had something like this here. I guess we do. Yeah, I could pick out parts and they could assemble it for me, which is actually what I did before with this PC. It's the first iteration of my PC, I had them assemble it. So I guess it's not that far off. No idea what that is, Jay. Wink wink. Just like I wink winked at Alex a while ago. Has so many components in stock. Cool. Yes, I did, Tom. I made a video yesterday showing off the paint job, the reward from it. So, yes, I did finish it. I have not gotten every achievement yet though. I think there are some nice achievements that you can get hauling in specific cargo to specific places. I've not really explored it yet. My goodness, look at the quality there. And I can't believe this is all automatic. That you don't need to do any other downloads here. Just let the sim load up itself for you. Get the satellite images, get the geographical details, each and every wrinkle. I in particular love those shadows because the textures themselves, if you zoom in hard enough, you'll see them getting like a bit pixelated. But with those like extra shadows, extra bump mapping maybe, whatever you call it, just makes everything look so real. 3 of 13, go for it. Good luck. Now I'm not sure if you can climb fast enough for this. I think you'll have to focus a bit. Otherwise we might get to Denver sooner than expected. Yeah. Let's go climb. I guess I could go like 60 knots here. Not sure what is VY. I'm going to pitch for 60 knots. We'll try it the best we can to climb as fast as possible. Maybe it's better we bank here. Probably won't finish. Well, it will. It's still until December, I think. Yeah, it has a pretty long deadline, so you can just do like one a day, maybe one every couple of days, and you should still be fine. Let's get as much space as we can. Hey, BDS! Climbing Mount Everest sim. Close enough. In our case, it's climbing Mount Cook. Is it Mount Cook? Is the name? Aoraki, I guess. Mount Cook in New Zealand. Yeah, well, you guys know about it already, so I'll spill the beans. We have been watching BTS reality shows. And they have this show where they go to different countries in the season we're watching is they went to New Zealand, and the sights are majestic. And we are really cutting it close. I think I will be landing on this. Oh crap. Please make it. We're going to clear it. We are. Yes. And look what is in here on the other side. My goodness, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Although the updrafts are significantly stronger on this side of the mountain. 50, 40. almost there. Looks like RDR2 to you. Oh man, that game has amazing graphics, huh? I should really get myself a AAA game just to see how it looks, because I always stick with the Sims. Although that being said, this can be qualified as a AAA sim, but it's still a sim, so not the best performance comparing with AAA games, actual games, which don't have as much physics and computations. Is there an airport somewhere nearby? There is something on the other side here on the left. We can maybe try going there, cross this entire mountain range, go towards the north end. It's 291 feet elevation, so we'll really be descending. And the runway, longest runway is 2,500 feet. That should be plenty enough for this 172. Conan Exiles, oh please no. My goodness. Okay, I'd rather stick here then. Thanks for joining BDS. Yes, I did miss flying, I did miss traveling. It's a perfect time to do so. And we have been hand flying the entire way, so it feels amazing. Super immersive. And thankfully we have little nav map here because that guy is not very helpful. About to die. Almost, but we made it. So let's try to go beyond here. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful. I'm trying to stay away from the clouds as well because it is 4 degrees up here, middle of summer, but because of the altitude, anything gets cold. That may be a question for you guys who are more into science than I am. Why is it that when you climb, it gets colder? That might be a very basic question, but one train of thought that I thought of, well, if you climb, aren't you getting closer to the sun? So shouldn't it be getting hotter? Maybe not significantly so, huh? That might be the wrong line of thought. Whoa, goodness. Getting very bumpy in here. Yeah, little nav map. Little nav map, which is in reality not really little. Yeah, no, I'm serious. Answer it. It's for my education. I just know that it's colder, but why? Why is it colder? It's nice to know these things. Learning is a constant thing. I never thought of it before, like, it's a matter of fact, but didn't really understand why. Cold winds at higher altitudes. When the air gets less dense, does it get colder by default? Maybe? Is that why it's colder? Because it's closer to the sun. It should get hotter. Maybe all the body heat from the people down on Earth, down on sea level, makes the air so hot. That's why when you climb, you get far away from the people, it gets colder. All the conspiracy theories. Oh, that's bumpy. An engine failure at this moment probably will not be ideal, huh? Look at all the clouds here. Now this is live weather. Look how beautiful that is. My goodness. Now where do we go to avoid the clouds? So we're currently headed westbound. Actually, that does seem a bit wrong. It's not really headed perfectly west. Did my compass get jumbled or something? I think it did. How do we synchronize this? So if I head west like so, that's strange. Because a little nav map, when I'm headed west, it's more like this one. But in here, that's saying it's 240. Strange. Okay. Anyway. So directly in front of us should be the airport. That is as soon as we clear these clouds and mountains. At that beauty. Oh my. This is the perfect time to be simming. This is the perfect scenario for simming, because I guess in real life you would never dare doing this. At least not in a plane like this. Normally you would always be thinking of worst case scenarios. What would you do if engine suddenly failed? Where would you land? Where would you position yourself? In flying a plane like this over on these mountain ranges, probably not a very safe thing to do, not very smart in real life. In the sim though, it's perfectly fine. It's great. So let's level off here at 9,500, and we'll just look for the sweet spot where we can turn left and look for that airport. 9,500 is the altitude. Actually, I'm not sure what the transition altitude here is in New Zealand, but this is the local altimeter. Okay, that looks safe enough from the clouds. Stay away from them. He would land on top of that cotton candy. Yes. Cloud suddenly changed there, you guys see? Became fluffy all of a sudden. Wow. That is breathtaking. This is why I can't find myself going back to X-Plane. As great as X-Plane is when it comes to the actual simulation elements, the visual fidelity that this sim gives, the immersion that this brings, just can't match it. So I'd rather stick to the simpler avionics, the ones that work, and keep this visual fidelity. So I can imagine it already. Going back to X-Plane will be so good in terms of the simulation, but I will be so frustrated with what I see below, in the ground, in the clouds. So I'm happy enough sticking with this sim until it gets better. I see a clearing over there. It's nice. We're at 0 degrees now, guys. But we should be pretty clear of the clouds. I think we can squeeze in through there. Hopefully that's enough distance to avoid any icing conditions. But I think we can squeeze in through that gap in the clouds. Make our way south, or west rather. Atmosphere in higher altitudes isn't dense enough to stay at the pressure at ground level. The gases expand. Does some sort of work. Dissipates energy as a reaction. So the density plays a role in that temperature as well. Interesting. Thanks, Jay. Hey, Stenicus, thanks for joining. Let me know if you have questions in the mods. That might have been Alex or Super or T-Bird. The gifters. Above the Earth's atmosphere in space, outside the atmosphere you can actually fry. Oh, wow. It gets super hot past the atmosphere. Why? Get too close to the sun? I guess that's not it. With the layers, maybe. Pay it forward. No pressure, man. You are supporting more than enough already. Thanks for helping with the VA. And being a patron and everything. There we go. That looks pretty good. I think I'll have to descend steeper though, so I kind of avoid those clouds. I should be able to speed until that green tape. I think even the yellow should be okay, as long as we don't encounter a lot of turbulence. But might be safe to stick to the green range, the speed tape. So that's around 130 knots. I am getting quite close here to the clouds. But it is getting warmer down here, so that's good. 7 degrees now. And winds are pretty calm so far. Goodness, that is beautiful. Once we're past these clouds, we can shallow out the descent. Means the atmosphere is the one that saves us. Nice. Oh, right. Ozone layer. Yeah, they said that in Australia there is actually a gap in the ozone layer, right? That's why you really have to have your they call this sunscreen in Australia. Otherwise you really get burnt. There's a hole in the ozone layer. So we will be landing in this airport and then we'll switch to Denver. But we are not really looking at a specific time. More event driven. Get sunburns a lot more frequent at higher altitudes. I guess that makes sense. Less clouds, less atmosphere to block the radiation, maybe? The rays. So I'm trying to look for the airport. Should be straight in front of us. Runways should be, let me zoom into little nav map here, 10 and 28. Weather wise, not sure, but this seems like a good approach. Runway 28. So let's put 28 there in the compass rose. Do I see anything? Turn on our landing lights here. Fuel pump on. Should be pretty close to the airport. Don't quite see it yet. Let me know, guys, if you see something. Okay, I'm not actually sure if this is grass. No, this looks like asphalt. Yeah, this is asphalt. Past the river. What river? This one? Is that a river? I guess it is. So the airport should be, I think, somewhere there. No visuals on it yet, though. We should be on the right base on it now. So the airport should be right where I'm looking at. I don't see it. Franz Josef Aerodrome. Guys, see anything? It should just be beyond this like jutting thing here on the river, so it should be right there, I expect. Still nothing. It should be right. Oh, maybe it's this one. I think it's that one. Okay. Okay. First notch of flaps in. Is that the one? Yep, that's the one. Some trees on this side though. Not the best for landing. I think we can make it. Second notch of flaps. Man, everywhere you look is beautiful. Why does it seem like the river dried up here though? Not sure if that's just a like satellite image, but supposedly it's a real river. Oh my goodness, I think we'll hit the trees here. Not sure this is a valid landing point. Another notch of flaps so we descend faster. Stay clear from the trees. We can. There you go. Should be clear enough. Shallow the descent. There you go. Consumed a lot of the runway, but there is plenty more. Let's just leave that going and turn off somewhere here. No taxiway for sure. It's asking for too much. NL Discord is no more. Oh really? Crap, I just checked it the other day. That it was still there. Kirill stopped it. I actually messaged him the other day. Asked how he was doing. I'm not sure if he went online though. I didn't get anything from him. Looks good. Love that. Good. Turn off the magnetos. Beacon lights. Fuel cut off. We landed safely. Magically. He left all other discords too. My goodness, he really quit now. Huh. Hope he's doing fine. Looks like NL is no more. Good. Alright. Well, not good for NL, but good for the flight. Right, so let me quit the sim again just to be safe and then reload it so we get the proper live weather. And while that's going, we can think about where we want to fly, we're exactly in Colorado. Yeah, exactly. Some Lord of the Rings music. Yeah, true. So that's how our... Oh, that actually looks pretty nice. Started in Lake Pukaki, made our way north, hugged the lake, and then did a touch and go here in this airport. We traversed the river, climbed up, went around the mountain, enjoyed the scenery, landed on the other side. That was pretty nice. I like that. My goodness, that was cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now we can go and start in Denver, but based on the flight I've done, flying through Denver, it takes a while to get to the mountains. So this is Denver. I-70 should be right here. So I'm sure we want to fly through there. So maybe we can depart from a nearby airport and trace it through. Or are you guys liking really departing from Denver? Because we can fly from maybe here, Rocky Mountain, which is nearer to the mountainside here in the west. And you will get a feel of how different it is in 1:1 scale. In ATS, everything looks great, but everything you arrive so much faster. Here, with a plane in a 1:1 scale, you really get a feel of the size, the scale. That's the Eisenhower Tunnel. That's the one that's 11,000 feet in elevation, was it? I think. Then if we trace through I-70, we should eventually come across Glenwood Canyon, but I'm trying to find it. Eagle County Regional. We can also depart from here if you guys want a quick look at the canyon. That's Glenwood Springs right here. So that's Grand Junction already. So in between Grand Junction and Denver is where the beautiful canyons are. Kappa. Centennial is further west. Skew it to there. I actually haven't tried skewing before. The slough, was it? I haven't tried it. Kappa. Let's try. Centennial. Centennial Airport is here. Ah, I see what you mean. So that's Denver International. Bit to the southwest is Centennial. That looks good. How are the winds in here? Winds are coming from the southwest, so a 1-7 left looks pretty good. So we can actually take this one. Yeah, for GA small, parking 1. Let's do that. Kappa, parking 1. Kappa. Centennial, Denver. Parking 1 is what we want. Exactly. And then let's make it, what time should we like? Around 8:45 maybe. A scenic tour. Let's do it. Alright, the map is here. Let me keep that in my other view. Okay. Denver has 2 major airports. I don't know how many. There are plenty of airports in the Denver vicinity. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure about the size. But there are 4 that I see. Rocky Mountain, Metropolitan, Centennial, Buckley. Oh, this is I think an air base, Air Force Base, and Denver International. There's even a Colorado Air and Spaceport. What is that all about? There's like a small runway in there. Front Range. There are plenty of smaller airports as well. Centennial is a smaller private airport. Ah, I see. There we go. What's the frame rate here? That's what I like. These guys again. We'll never be rid of this, guys. Okay. So the plan is to head west. So we can go from here. You can turn to the right, try and avoid these guys as much as possible. Go onto the taxiway there, trace it through. That is runway 17 left. Okay, good. Clear. Let's do it. You all know the drill by now. Pretty high here. 5,500 elevation. No, 5,800 almost. So we cannot go full rich, otherwise the engine will die. Let me check what gives me the highest RPM. So I am on a parking brakes are set. Full throttle. Let's find the mixture that gives us the highest RPM. That should be the mixture that we are using for takeoff. So looks like it's this one. Okay, good. That's nice. It actually changes automatically your squawk code depending on where you are. Because we're in the US now, it goes to 1200 for the VFR frequency or squawk. Good. Alright, off we go. Does private mean you can fly there? I'm not sure. Not the best person to ask. I think you should be able to. Is there such a thing as private and public airport? We don't need any flaps here. Winds are at 199, 193 at 3 knots, so 17 looks like a pretty good airport, or runway rather. Fuel pump. Oh, 17 left. Clear on the right. Clear on the left. There are private airports too. I guess those come very rarely. What was those? The like the private luxury ones for like resorts and stuff. But I guess these ones are all public then. We classify it that way. At least that's my assumption. More than enough runway here. We need any crosswind. Aileron deflection. My goodness, it takes a long time though because we are so high up. Aircraft performance really suffers. We're taking a long time to climb to accelerate to our climb speed, to our rotation speed. There you go. We took up like what? Half of the runway? My goodness. I guess we should have done like a... Maybe we needed flaps for this, for a high elevation takeoff. Because we took off like 4,000 or 5,000 feet of runway for a Cessna 172. My goodness. elevation. Right, let's explore Denver for a bit as we head to the west towards the mountains. What do they call those mountains anyway? Glenwood Mountains. I have no idea. For farmers and some air and rescue ones, like the airstrips right beside the farm. Oh, look at this. Good call, downtown. Fits your name perfectly. I like the view. Very nice. The Rockies. Oh, is that the Rockies? I see. So that's the name. There's the airport we departed from. Very quiet. Oh, there's actually an IKEA. Wow, isn't that like any... I wonder if they got like license for that. Because this is probably from a satellite image. That's pretty cool. It actually says IKEA there. And look how big those highways are. Wow. Interstate. What interstate is this? This is the I-25 is where we're on right now. That one in front of us. Your first on-air mission flew you into Centennial. Cool. I-25. Oh yeah, you got it. Wow. Yeah, we departed from Centennial. Kilo Alpha Papa Alpha. And this is nice. Even before reaching the mountains, this looks good already. Was that our shadow? Where's our shadow? That's our shadow right there, you guys see? That one. I think. Is that downtown? I see a couple of buildings up ahead. So let me have a look at the map here. Where is I-70? I want to trace I-70 because that's the one that we go through in ATS. I-70, so we continue here on 25 north. There should be a junction where both of these cross. A big junction. Oh, is this the mousetrap thingy? Or is that a different one? The mousetrap junction. And we can turn left then to I-70. Okay, good. So in the meantime, we can follow this. Might be a bit too high here. I think it's better if we are at 6,500 for some better views. Let me descend a bit. Past the Bronco Stadium soon. Oh! Did we pass the stadium? Right downtown. Catch you in a bit. In a couple of minutes. Okay, perfect. I didn't miss it yet. Thanks, Wong. You know a lot about this place. That's great. Man, but everything just loads in on its own. That is so cool. I still can't get over that fact. You don't need any additional downloads. The entire world, really, you can go to. I-25. Have a look. University Hills on our left. If that rings a bell for anyone. Oh, there's Denver. Indeed. Man, look at how huge that interstate is. Now that's a highway. Can't miss it from even from up here. I'm looking for the stadium. I'm not sure if I can spot it from the map here. Hopefully we haven't missed it yet. Well, let me know if you see something. We'll use our eyes instead. Man, look at all those trees, huh? This is like Keralis built the city. Beautiful. Hey, Deso. Yeah, still flying in flights in 2020, enjoying the sceneries. Doing a bit of sightseeing today. Just came from Spain, then New Zealand, and now in the US in Colorado. Ooh, look at that. Baseball field, football field in there, everything that works. You can see it so well from up above. About to fly over your house. Did you see it? Wave for us. We'll greet you back. Hey Synth, how's it been, man? Doing good, doing good. Just enjoying flying here. Doing a bit of sightseeing. $2,300 RPM should be good. Next team sale. Nice. Deluxe and Premium DLC for FS 2020. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will go on sale yet, but there is no rush. I think the Deluxe and Premium, well, I guess there is a bit of benefit in there because you get this plane with the Deluxe one at least. But the Premium planes, other Premium planes, I can't recommend them yet. They're very buggy at the moment. Downtown is on our right. See the buildings, very distinguishable. The stadium though, not sure if we missed it. Almost there. Oh, there it is, I see it. Can't miss it apparently. Thank you. There it is. Beautiful. Let's get closer. Let's see how detailed it is. There are some other buildings here on the right side as well. Man, that looks beautiful. That looks custom made, isn't it? There's even a logo in there. Sports Authority Field. My goodness, that looks even more detailed. That's the hockey stadium. Is that a different one that I saw? Is there another one? To the right. Right side. Okay, let's go around. You guys pointed to me. Is it this one? No, I don't think so. White roof. Oh, this one, this one. There was a marker. UI. About that, is it the one? Am I looking at the right one now? Cool. This is the amusement park right beside it. I thought it was like... I'm going to stall here soon if I don't behave. Nice. You know what? Let's go and fly in downtown for a bit. I haven't done this yet. Actually, haven't gotten up close and personal with these buildings. There's no aerobatic plane, but we should be able to just hover over them a bit. Enjoy a bit of the scenery. This looks so good. It's where the Colorado Avalanche play. Man, look at the detail here, huh? This is not even with the world update yet. They're coming up with a US world update. Where they'll spruce up many of the US sceneries. Beautiful. This became a city tour all of a sudden. Right, where's the junction that we're looking for? Did we go past it? 1 second. Not yet, okay. Let's go continue on our way here to the west. To west. That's the one, I think. I think it's this one. Junction of I-25 and I-70. Is that the Mousetrap junction? Nice large railway here as well. I don't see actual trains moving, but we see a lot of the cars at least. Very nicely done. Look at that. Beautiful. There it is. So from here we head west. This is the I-70 heading straight into the Rockies. Supposedly, if we are to trust what we saw in ATS. So let's slow down to 2300. We have 30 minutes to go to explore this place. We'll go as deep as possible. Climb to 6,500 feet and just follow the highway. Why is there a huge puddle in the middle of the highway? Oh, it actually runs around it. Oh, cool. That looks pretty accurate as well. It's the same in the map. Berkeley Lake, does it ring a bell for you guys? Berkeley Lake is that one, and this is Lake Rhoda right beside it. And I-70 actually loops around it. Nice attention to detail there. Man, the power of AI, huh? Satellite imagery. We're flying west towards the Rockies and going as far as we can. Hopefully we reach Glenwood Canyon. I don't think we'll have time though, but we'll try and explore as much of the mountains as we can. I did notice this though, and this might be actually realistic in real life as well. I've tried flying through here for this is I think the third time or fourth time now. Different days I've been trying to explore this place. And every single time, Denver has been super clear, but the mountainside, you see all these clouds. Which probably is pretty consistent, huh? I guess there must be another explanation there, scientific explanation, why it is more likely to have clouds in the mountain ranges. Feel free to explain if there is anything. But yeah, the clouds seem to love that area. Past couple of days has been the same. Oh, nice junction here. I can't remember, do we have this junction in ATS? Or did they have to cut that out because of the scaling? Yeah, this is the scale that I'm talking about. Like Denver is huge, right? In ATS you don't feel it as much because of the 1:19 scale, but for us we've been all the way from Denver. We were only in Denver. Look at that. Beautiful. Pretty accurate, cool. Highway touch and go. Should we? Oh my goodness, that's scary. If we crash, we can just spawn in somewhere nearby. I'm looking for a straight path. Okay, I see a straight path in I-70. It curves to the left in a bit. And then I think, let me see. Yeah, I-70 curves to the left like that. But here is a straight road. So I think we can try and land there, touch and go. So we can maybe start descending here. So by the time we're after the bend, we can just land straight in. Do it. Thanks for following, Yang. Or Wang. Thanks for all the inputs as well. Glad you came into the stream. We have a tourist guide. 21 degrees here. Wow. Is it really that hot right now? Should be autumn already, right? That's how it works. Most mountains are always overcast. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Every time you've driven here on top of mountain, it's always cloudy. In Langkawi too, it's the same when you go up the cable car. I wonder why that is. Mountains and clouds seem to be very good friends. Very nice. Computer storage is not big enough. Yeah, it does have a large requirement. I had to delete most of my other games for this. Hey Wars, thanks for joining, by the way. 31 in Singapore. Yeah, the roads are almost realistic. Unless you go close to them, then the imperfections start appearing, like that thing there. But I guess that's kind of real because it has to be like a highway, but I guess it shouldn't cut off the highway in half like that. Okay, let's put in some flaps here because I do want to land in this straight part of the road. Touch and go. We are landing on top of that truck. Oh, land already. There you go. There we go. Very subtle landing. Oh crap. It's not even. Now we have to take off. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, it's not even enough. The highway is not even enough. Very bumpy. Maybe that's something that we had to take into account as well. Not only landing, but taking off afterwards. Close enough, close enough. Halfway there. Highways qualify as public airports. Yeah, in real life, there have been plenty of events like that, right? The smaller airplanes, emergency landing on a highway. I think that's the best place to do an emergency landing in because it closely resembles a runway. Just have to clear the cars. I'm not sure how that works though. I guess you coordinate with air traffic control and they work with the traffic police or something, and then they kind of clear that area, stop the cars for a bit or something like that. Yeah, I don't think we'll reach the canyon, but what they can do is we can move into... Oh yeah, we can cheat it a bit. Let's do that. What we can do... Well, maybe we can delay it. Not sure. It can be done, but it's highly frowned upon. You mean landing on the runway? Yeah, I guess when push comes to shove, they'd rather land on a runway than not land at all. Cool. Yeah, using Rakayar. Yeah, we're starting from all the way again from here. We can go airborne and then we can slew our way somewhere. Just have to start this up, I guess. Did I set the parking brake? No. There you go. Now I did. No, not yet on Xbox. It will take a while. They have to optimize a lot of stuff first. But they are planning to release it for Xbox. Just not sure when. Hey Pokemon, long time no see. To be accurate, we landed properly. We just crashed when we were taking off. But we landed properly. That's the important thing. I would like to make that distinction. We landed. How have you been, man? School holidays right now? Ooh, my engine almost cut off because I went full rich. Exactly, Alex. Exactly. My goodness, that's a long time to build up. A Cessna 172 taking this much. You'd play it on console. Yeah, when this reaches the Xbox, I'm sure the player base is going to go bananas. I'm not sure if they will integrate it though, like for multiplayer, if they'll allow the PC and Xbox players to see each other. That would be great. Could you play this with your G25? You could set the G25 as an axis for like rolling like this, left and right. But you would have to find something for the pitching. Like that. Let's go straight from here into the mountains. No, you cannot. So you just pass through each other, which is good. Using the gear shift. Well, the problem is with pitch, you need a very accurate control because it can't just be 1 or 0 like that. It has to be a very analog control so you get the finer adjustments. So if anything, maybe an Xbox controller would be better. Let's go on a different route. Let's go straight into the mountains. This should take us directly to 170. Let me use my ruler here. Look at how cool this is, guys. Little nav map. You want to go direct to I-70 here. So you can do like from our current location, measure distance to that one. It's 15 miles away and the magnetic heading is 285 degrees. So we know that we have to set a heading of 285 and we'll get exactly where we need to go. So if I go and head that route, we're at 270 right now, this is 280, that's 285, okay. Then just continue on this path and we should get to where we're going. Ideally speaking. Little nav map, nothing little about it. Most amazing tool. Train simulator. It is a simulator also, that's true. Fly over red rocks. Is that the mountain in the $1 Million Highway? Yes, it's 1:1. How much work it takes to stop the train, I know, right? It's not as easy as it looks. Hey, downtown, we actually kind of had a mishap. We did a touch and go in the I-70. We landed fine, but apparently the I-70 in the sim is a bit, bumpy. So we eventually catapulted and landed on our nose. So we are back in Centennial, just took off again. Graphics is amazing. Top of the line. And yeah, you get satellite imagery, AI for filling out the details and stuff, and some handcrafted ones to go into the mix. Try to jump from his plane into a truck. Yeah, you know that game where you jump on top of trucks? I tried to do that here. It did not meet the same results though. I thought the scenery looked familiar. Yeah, too familiar. Too familiar. Stay at 8,000 feet here. What we can do is we can accelerate the time actually. So what I can do, we can start using our autopilot here. Go to heading mode, altitude hold. Does that work? Oh crap. There you go, 8,000 feet. Okay, autopilot is working. That's good. Let's let it go like that. And we can accelerate it so we reach the mountains quicker. And once we're on the I-70 again, we can resume it. Start the timer here so we have a bit of idea. How do you start it? Oh, there it is. There we go. You can see the time going by so quickly because I have accelerated the sim rate just so we get to I-70 much quicker. Yes, exactly. You can fly anywhere in the world. And they will have satellite imagery based from Bing Maps. And they have like AI to fill out the details. So it's not going to be 1:1 everywhere, especially with the special buildings. But it will look close enough without needing to do anything else. $2,300 on the RPM. Coming close to I-70 here, and I think we will need to climb. Red Rocks 240, is that the one? Yeah, there is an increase or decrease sim rate in the key bindings. Just look for sim rate as the keyword. Okay, I think we can go back to normal here. That's the normal rate, that's good. Okay, stop the time. I-70 should be right in front of us. I think it's this one. Yeah, that one. Okay, let's get in there. Turning off the autopilot, we're on our own. Gleam plus Twitch invite thingy. I think I got a notification. I wasn't sure if that was an invite though. I'll have to double check. Yeah, the bigger planes definitely are harder to... You'll have to really learn how to operate them. Yeah, it's really close to the real thing. Right now we don't have study level planes yet, that's what we call them. Those are done by third-party developers, so you pay something in addition to get a real, as close as possible to the real-life plane. But if we do get those study-level planes, they will be almost like the real thing, with almost all the buttons working and how it behaves in real life also behaving here in the sim. We're not quite there yet in this sim. The sim is pretty new, but maybe in a year or so we'll start getting them. Right now we are getting fairly realistic planes, but definitely not study level. Just good enough to simulate the basics. Yeah, paid mods. It's a thing in flight sim. It's a very expensive hobby. So this is I-70 that's in front of us. Yeah, the CJ4 is already intimidating because it's as close as you can get to an airliner right now. It has a takeoff calculator, it has a fully functioning FMS, flight management system. It's really like flying an airliner, not in size but in systems. Pay trucks get expensive, true. But even more so in flying. In flight sim, a study level plane can cost more easily more than the full sim itself. So like for example, the sim is $60, a study level plane, just one, is like $60 to $100. So very expensive hobby. Still cheaper than the real flying, but very expensive comparing to other video games. Because it's not, it's a simulator as they say. Yeah. This area right here is where the clouds are always at. Last time I flew here, the 2 times I flew here offline, the clouds were in that same spot again. In that valley, they really love that. Not exactly looking the same, but more or less the same location. I had to squeeze myself underneath. Yeah, I will buy them for sure when they get to Flight Sim 2020, but there are none at the moment. For X-Plane I did buy some. I think I bought 2. 2 mainly. 3 actually. 2 Airbuses and 1 very nice TBM. Very nice luxury turboprop. So the I-70 bends here, curves a lot and then goes back like a boomerang, like you see here. Bends and then goes back, so we'll just go straight here and meet up with it here. Soda Creek, Idaho Springs. Yeah, but yeah, you can definitely feel the scale, right? The difference between a 1:1 scale versus a 1:19 scale in ATS. Like, I did not feel this kind of like you're really traveling a long distance in ATS. Everything looked great, everything looked amazing, but that depth of like traveling somewhere far, that was not there. And I think that's really just the limitation of the 1:19 scale. It's a good compromise, so you can get where you want to go in a fraction of the time. But yeah, if you want that level of immersion, that scale of size you're traveling through, then 1:1 can really beat. We are traveling pretty slow here though. Ground speed is at 90 knots. 90 knots converted to miles per hour is what, 100 miles per hour? Actually, it's not that bad. Traveling 100 miles per hour in a straight line, you're traveling much faster than a truck can, even than a car can. Because a car traveling at I-70 there, you'd imagine they being slow because of all the speed limits for safety and all the bends. For us, just traveling straight path. Hey this. Huge announcement for ATS. What announcement? Yeah, definitely downtown. The TBM 900 on Flight Sim 2020, that would be the dream. I'm missing Hot Start's TBM. It is on single right now, Jay. Yeah. Because if it was on triple, I couldn't see the utilities and the FPS would be low, that I wouldn't be able to use track IR smoothly anymore. So I have to go single whenever I use track IR. Freightliner Cascadia, did they announce a date? I saw the teaser, but I didn't see if they had a date yet. Bermuda's Freightliner is amazing. Assuming you can handle the performance, because it is quite heavy on performance compared to other trucks. It's great. And look at the views here. Beautiful. Yeah, we need more planes like this. Faster, maybe I'll get the Mooney for the sake of sightseeing so we can travel faster and we still get the same or even more vintage vibe. The Mooney is not expensive anyway. I think it's around 24, 25 USD. I'll happily buy that as long as it's working fine. I know there was someone in our Discord server on the VA who was using the Mooney. I'll try to check with them if they recommend it. I mean, it's not study level, but it is a very nice GA plane. Gives you that vintage vibe. Yes, that's true. Downtown, they actually made it better. What was the original one? 1:25 or something? And then they rescaled it to 1:19, which is a great move. Got $300 in it. Is that a plane? Why is there a plane? Why is there a plane embroidered? Yeah, it does look like a crash. I'm not so sure though. Goodness. Oh, here we go. I think it would be nice if we go low here. Would you drive there, guys? That road? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Roads are not Flight Sim's specialty. It does enough for the roads to be there, but if you look close enough, they look nothing. They don't look realistic at all because they go through mountains like that. So yeah, you can only have so much quality put in there. Suddenly, where did all the clouds go? Oh wow, did we just get like... No, that's not really... We still have live weather, but all the clouds went away. You guys notice when they went? The clouds can really sneak up on you. They transform very subtly. Okay, so right here in front of us is a town called Idaho Springs. So I-70 looks like it goes through here, but there is an exit so you can get into the town. There's a brewery and pub. Tommy Knocker Brewery and Pub. Sounds like a nice place to hang out. You saw a shadow for it. Maybe the satellite just caught a plane, huh? Yeah, I think that might be more likely. There it is. Idaho Springs. So you have I-70 going through it. And then there should be a junction up ahead. So you can exit the interstate and get into the city. This actually looks kind of like a European town from this view. Very nice, huh? 1:35? My goodness. Yeah. Took no time at all to drive across the map. There's the junction. Sorry. Focus a bit. Because we are pretty close to the ground here. And it is almost 11. Oh my goodness, that went by so fast. Maybe it's time to land this thing again. Landing on I-70. Not a good idea. I don't see a straight path. Second time's the charm. We'll come back, Rohan. Oh, it's hard to land when there's a body of water, because if your tire even touches like an inch of body of water, it will say you crashed because you went into the water. It's a bit sensitive like that. Stream extend na. We'll end it soon. I just have to find a suitable landing area, which is kind of hard in this kind of landscape. We'll see. Yeah, Colorado looks just as majestic as in ATS, doesn't it? In the scale, you can really get a feel for the scale. That's I-70 right there. But where can we land? Tricky. We could have landed there, actually. That's a straight path. Maybe after this bend we can. Let's try. Yeah, good luck trying to land up here. Alright, there, land there. Exactly. Alright, let's do it. You guys think that's a suitable area for landing? I don't think so, with all the water in the vicinity. Crap. That will not be nice. Well, I'll try anyway. Just glide here. Worst comes to worst, we can always go around or skip. That doesn't look straight to me. Who knows? One notch of flaps in just to help us descend. Take a bit out of that lift. Okay, that looks good. If we can align ourselves on the highway like this. This way. Come on, land. That works. Oh. Careful, stay away from the cars. Move away from the highway. Phew. Oh, move away from the countryside road. Stay in the middle. Nailed it. Now that is Colorado. Nice model of the car. You can actually see it from this close. Avionics. Actually didn't turn off my lights. Didn't do anything. It's better AI than ATS. That's very true. Oh, we're done. It doesn't count as a landing though. What a party pooper. Oh man. Fun times. Stopping for a burger, yes. Well, I can happily say we can end it there. Thank you guys for joining me on this stream. Had loads of fun. Going for sightseeing was a good choice. I think I like these kinds of streams every now and then. You can hang out and make it a bit more interactive. Catch you guys again on Friday. Hopefully we can feature something nice. We'll see. We might go ATS, but we'll see what we can feature. Wink wink. Don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks guys, have a good day, have a great time. Thanks Alex and Jay for moderating. Appreciate all the company everyone, and catch you in 2 days. Catch you on Discord in the meantime. And in the meantime, let's go and watch the outro. Here we go. Bye-bye. Bye everybody.